Hello, Compassion Camp campers. My name is Alex, and I'm glad to join you in Compassion Camp as we learn more about what it means to be compassionate. In the opening, Sienna shared the story of the friend who had such great compassion for their paralyzed friend that they cut a hole in the roof of where Jesus was and lowered their friend to Jesus so he could help their friend. Just think about how much courage they needed to do this. I wonder if they were afraid to do it. Today, I'm going to share another story from the Bible about someone who was very brave and showed great compassion for someone, not a friend, but someone he did not even know. I wonder if he was afraid. Listen to the story and see what you think. The Good Samaritan. A clever man who thought he knew all the rules for living God's way asked Jesus a question. He wanted to see if he could trick Jesus into giving the wrong answer. "Teacher," he said, "what must I do to live forever with God?" Jesus asked another question. "What do the commandments say?" The man asked. "The commandments say you should love God with everything you have, and you should love your neighbor as much as you love yourself." Jesus replied, "That's the right answer. Live like this and you'll live with God forever." "So, Jesus," the man continued, "who's my neighbor?" Jesus answered the question with a story. A man was traveling down a scary and rocky road by himself. All of a sudden, a group of men jumped out. They stole his money and hurt him, leaving him by the side of the road. He moaned and groaned in pain. He couldn't get up. A little while later, a priest was going down the road. He saw the hurt man and passed by him on the opposite side of the road. Later, another man came along and passed on the other side of the road too. When a Samaritan came along and saw that the man was hurt, he stopped to help him. A tear ran down the Samaritan's cheek as he bent down to help the hurt man. He put bandages on the man's cuts. The Samaritan huffed and puffed as he tried to lift the man onto his donkey. He took the man to the nearest inn and put him in a room. He took care of him for the rest of that day. The next day, the Samaritan had to leave for a few days. He paid the innkeeper to take care of the hurt man. The Samaritan promised to return and pay the innkeeper any more money that was needed to care for the man. He wanted the hurt man to get better. After Jesus finished the story, he asked the clever man, which one of the three was a neighbor to the man who was hurt. The man replied, "The one who stopped to help him." Jesus told him, "God wants us to help everyone. People of every size, shape, and color, and from every country are important to God. Now go and be like the Samaritan and help everyone who needs help." I like that story. It makes me wonder, how would you have felt if you were hurt and people who walked by didn't stop to help you? Remember, compassion means I see your hurt, I feel your hurt with you, and I will work to ease your hurt. Sometimes we can be afraid to help someone. I wonder what the priest and the Levite were afraid would happen if they helped. Do you think the Good Samaritan was scared to help? Compassion often requires risk, but compassion helps us be brave. When we keep our eyes on Jesus, our compassion can grow. We all know what it's like to be hungry. Do you know that there are people in our area who do not have enough food or money to buy food? They might be hungry all the time. Can you imagine being hungry all the time? What do you think we can do to help them? How can we show we have compassion for the hungry? Oh, right! We can give them food. On Saturday, August 1st, Hope VBS Compassion Camp will have a drive-by food drive to collect food for those who are hungry. You can bring food to Hope, and we will make sure it gets to the community mission of Hope, who will pass it out to the hungry. Have your adult watch their email for more information on the food drive. And if you're not living near Hope, you can find a food pantry near you to donate food. There are hungry people everywhere, especially in the time of a pandemic. Thank you for spending this time with me. I have enjoyed sharing this story and a little about compassion with you. I hope you had fun.